What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing the MIUI 11 walkthrough. So instead of doing just a couple tips and tricks, I'm just going to try to walk you through everything and show you all the stuff on this phone. So let's go ahead and get started, starting with the home screen. That's one of the first things I look at. So if we come over here, we have this kind of page right here where we have shortcuts and all this good stuff, and we have the Google search bar down here. And if we go to settings, as you can see, we can add stuff. These are the added cards, open shortcuts, and then we can add all these shortcuts and stuff like that. So that's what all that looks like. Usually I prefer Google Assistant, but at least they have a lot of features that you can do on here as well. So I like it. It's pretty cool. We hold down. As you can see, here's what it looks like. Wallpaper. It brings you to the wallpaper store, and then this is your page, your themes. And I actually like this. You actually have a lot of wallpapers. They have a lot of stuff on here, so I like it. Widgets. Here are all the widgets on here. And then we have settings. So I can mess with the transition effects, tumble, page, cascade, rotate. Then we have the cube. Let's go back to settings. We can do 4:6 for the home screen layout, or 5:6 and make it smaller, but 5:6 is ugly, so we're not going to do that. Fill cells, uninstall apps, lock home screen layout, more, app vault. We have fill cells, shake to fill empty cells, lock home screen layout, show memory stats, blur app previews, and show suggestions. Alright, so let's go ahead, take you through the toggles here. So we have all of our basic stuff, nothing that stands out really. We have reading mode, we have screencast, we have the Mi Share, screen recorder is on here, we have the remote, which is pretty cool, which I haven't checked out yet, but we are going to get to that. D&D, battery saver, dark mode on here. I don't know why is that not on here. And the grayscale. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to settings. Alright, so when I went to settings and I went to about phone, it showed that I had an update. So I'm already on MIUI 11, but there is a security patch for November already. And lock screen status bar notifications fixed. So this is what they do. So they have a little security patch, so we'll go ahead and download that now. So that's nice that they're really updating this phone. And in about phone, we have all specs, so you can see all these specs of your phone. Also, if we go to backup and reset, we have local backup, auto backup, restore Xiaomi cloud, and then backup settings. What else we have? Factory reset, all that stuff. You also have Mi Mover on here, so if you're a sender or a recipient, you have that. Legal information, all that stuff is interesting. We have their apps updater on here, so we have the update for the launcher on here, so they have their own separate like updater for their specific applications. And then you have the security on here, Google Play Protect. You have that option on here as well. Let's back up. Let's go to Wi-Fi, additional settings, the basic Wi-Fi stuff, connect and sharing. We have Mi Share, cast, printing. We also have Bluetooth tethering, NFC here. We have the Android Beam. We also have tap to pay. Reset Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. What do we have in the Bluetooth stuff? Nothing. Lock screen. We have our sleep. I don't know why this is on never sleep. Raise to wake. So we have that. So if I pick the phone up, it should just automatically come on like that. Double tap to turn screen off. I love that. So hold on. It should go off. I turned it on. Hold on. Double tap. Oh, to wake or turn screen off. Yeah. So that's a wake. But it's not working for the like it's not working to turn it off. So we have wake, lock screen for notifications. If I wanted to put information here for the lock screen, I could do that. Matthew, then I want it to show, and then I don't. Oh, this is the updater. I don't see it on here. Maybe it's because this thing is updating. Yeah, but I have it on there. Maybe it's because that's updating. It's not showing, but lock screen clock format. I can move it just like that. Keep it in the middle. I think it looks better. Double tap the volume down button to launch the camera. So, and boom, we're in the camera. Pocket mode, so we have lock touch gestures when placed in pocket. Turn that on. We go to display. Brightness, we have reading mode on here, and we can set specific times. So as you can see, it'll warm the screen up, and we can set specific times for that to come on. So whenever you read, you can have that on here. We have dark mode on here. We can turn that off, turn it on, and we also have a scheduled time for dark mode as well. We can play with our text size. Notch, we can hide the notch if you want to. So this is what it looks like when you hide the notch, as you can see. But I don't really care, so I'll just leave it on. Hide and move status bar. That's what it looks like, that option right here. So you can see the status bar, all that stuff is hidden. So pretty cool that you have that option on there if you just really hate the notch. But like I said, it does not bother me. So you have show icons for incoming calls, show connection speed, show carrier. We have the carrier name. You could edit the battery indicator if you want to show that. And then we have notification shade shortcut. So we can change that from settings to search. So when we go to sound and vibration, here we have all of our ringtones and stuff right here. That's the default one. You have all of your ringtones. Alarm sound, you have it based on like the weather and stuff like that if you want to allow that. So it'll have to download the audio. See if it gets it. Yeah. But you have sort of different settings. And you can add your own ringtone, of course. Events, you have all this stuff, the nature stuff, guitar, notifications, you know, all the little basic sounds and stuff. You can go in here and mess with that sound. Notifications, so we have lock screen notifications, flashing notifications, and notification badges. Notification shade, we can use Android or you can use the MIUI. And then we have all of our options down there. Home screen, we already went through all that. Wallpapers, themes, we went through that. Fingerprint scanner, so yeah, password, fingerprint unlock, and we have face unlock on here, and we can unlock with a Bluetooth device if we choose to. That's the stuff you don't need to know about. Battery, so we have this information right here. You can go ahead and optimize our battery. And we can turn on battery saver, battery usage, stats, as you can see. So if you want to know what kind of battery you're getting. App saver, we can schedule power on and power off times. Then we have apps on here. So we have app lock, so we can go ahead and lock specific applications with a password. Permissions, we have our dual applications, so if you want to make dual apps, you can do that. We have manage apps on here, so if we want to delete or change the permissions of an application, we can do that. System app settings, we can go in here and mess with the app settings and stuff like that. Additional settings on here, the date, time, full screen display. So as you can see right here, full screen gestures, so we can move from buttons to gestures. And let's talk about the gestures. So the gestures are not they're not bad at all, but they're not as smooth as the buttons yet. So sometimes it'll work really fast, but just like right there, you see you'll get a glitch, like a little kind of animation stutter a little bit. Now it's not bad, as you can see. If it was real bad, I would have been turned it off. So it's not bad, it just needs a little bit of work, but it is very fast. But I do notice like sometimes it'll glitch up a little bit. So we can, like I said, use the buttons if we want to. mirror buttons if you want that, change them like that. We have button shortcuts, launch camera, so we can do all these shortcuts. We have all these little commands that we can do, so power plus back, all that stuff that you can mess with. We also have a default gesture for the screenshot, so swipe down, you can take a screenshot of whatever, and then we press the long press, you can get the Google Assistant, of course. And then right here to turn off the display, we have options right here that you can mess with. Long press the back button if you want to turn that off. For the torch on here, so you would double press the power button, and then it would bring the flashlight on, like so. So like I said, these are customizable as well, so you don't have to stick to these. Close current apps, open split screen application, you can put a gesture for that. Show menu, and with the menu you have show recent app tray or show menu. You also have automatically disabled navigation buttons on certain applications. Press and hold the power button for 0.5 seconds to turn on the Google Assistant. So you have that option on here as well. Notification light, you do have a notification LED right here, so light up when charging, and blink light. You also have quick ball. You can turn on quick ball for, as you can see, this little ball right here. It's like a little assistant, as you can see. So you got screenshot, back, menu, all that stuff. So if you prefer to use that, you can use that. And then we have the one-handed mode. So if you want to turn that on, it'll show you, go ahead, how to use it. You just pretty much swipe to the left, and you can go ahead and use it. Accessibility, you have all of our normal accessibility menus on here. Remove animations, power button in calls, mono, audio, magnification, color correction, color inversion, select to speak, all the usual suspects in here. We also have your digital well-being. So you'll see, show you my data, so it'll show me all the stuff that I've been doing and all the applications I've been in. We have game turbo on here, so if you need a game booster, so if you launch into a game, you can go ahead and make those settings for whatever game you want. And as you can see, we have all the options right here. I usually don't really mess with this stuff. It's already preset. And then we have those quick replies, which I talked about. So it'll use the AI to kind of give you a quick reply. So if somebody says, hey, you know, it'll give you an option, says what's up. And then we have second space on here. So if you you know, need to protect your privacy, you can do that. If you want to give your phone to somebody else, you can just give them that second space option. You will be able to do that. You have the Me account, your Google account, and then you have your services and feedback. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all the options on MIUI 11. It's very smooth. It's definitely a little bit faster. Like I said, this phone is continuously getting security patch updates and stuff like that. So excellent. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.